Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved the CSWA practice problem 6.2. Alright, so for this problem, I'm going to be using a top plane to start drawing the outer rectangle, and then fillet the corners of the rectangle, put in these little circles to make these holes, and then I'm going to put this big circle right here, so there will be an empty space on the inside, and then handle this part of the part using a revolve. So basically I'm going to take the little profile right here, and draw it, and then revolve it about the axis in the center right here. Alright, which we'll have to create as well. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to use the top plane. I'm practicing using the S shortcut to get to the different tools. So I'm going to make a center rectangle. And also I've got the auto smart dimensioning on. I'm trying to practice using that too. So it looks like it's 50 and 65. There we go. Now we're going to fillet radius 6. And then here's something kind of clever. If I want to select these 4 corners, I can just click and drag and it selects them all, and then I can hit enter and all 4 corners are filleted. I'll hit enter twice, make sure we get out of the fillet mode. Alright, so that's a quick way of adding those 4 round corners very quickly. Quick way of doing it quickly. Okay, so now we're going to add the circles right here. And notice I have that automatic smart dimensioning coming up. It's got a radius of 2.5, so that's a diameter of 5. So we'll go ahead and add each of these in here. Oops, I missed it. And I got out of the circle mode. Okay, 5 and 5. There we go. And then, as mentioned, we're going to add one of these circles in the middle, and we're going to make it a diameter of 45. So this is going to be a big hole, and that's going to be filled in with that revolve. Not completely filled in, there will be a hole in the center, but we'll let the revolve take care of the rest of it. Alright, so now we're going to do an extrusion, and I've added a shortcut. I'm using Control E to do the extruding because I find myself having to do extrusions all the time, so I just wanted to make a keyboard shortcut. And now we'll make this 3 units. So there we go. That's the main part of the base. Now before we forget, we're going to add the chamfers to, let me practice using the S key, and then click, and then chamfer to, and it's going to be, let's see, 1.5 to here, here, here. And by the way, when you're clicking, be careful you don't accidentally click on the whole cylinder, otherwise it's going to add a chamfer to the top and the bottom, and it might be hidden, so it might be hard to see. So just be a little bit careful here. And here, I'll hit enter. There we go. Chamfer's taken care of. Okay, so now we're going to make the axis that we're going to revolve some profile about. So the axis has to be going up and down, so we'll go to reference geometry, axis, and we will select the front plane and the right plane so that the intersection of those 2 planes is the axis we want. Hit enter. I'll just extend the axis up a little bit. Okay, and then it doesn't really matter if you use the front plane or the right plane for this. I'm just going to use the front plane and start drawing the profile. Now, this profile here has a thickness of 3, it looks like. It's supposed to be thickness of 3 throughout. And one of the things I've noticed I like doing here is just drawing one of the curves of that profile, and then using offset entities to draw the other part. So that way I don't have to draw 2 parts and then like have to adjust each one. So I just draw one part and then use offset entities to draw the other part. And the great thing is that offset entities will be able to connect the 2 two curves. So we'll see how that works in a second. All right, so we're going to have to start drawing an arc. Practice my shortcut key, S. And we'll use a 3-point arc. And we'll draw that top curve. So click here, click somewhere up here, and then the radius of this guy is 6. There we go. And you can adjust this. So we've got this curve coming up, and then now we're going to draw a line. And I've got the mouse gesture set up for the line. It looks like the line is not going tangent, so we'll have to fix that later. So the line goes up. This is not particularly good. It's not that steep, but oh well. And then we'll draw another arc. This arc we can make tangent to this line, so we don't have to deal with that later. And the radius is 9. We'll just close it off somewhere. Okay, not a particularly great looking curve, but let me fix this tangency real quick. Okay. And now we can use offset entities on all of this. So I'm going to select this whole curve, S shortcut, offset entities. We want it to be 3 away. We want it to be in the opposite direction because we want it to go down here. And if you don't have this already set, this cap ends, you can select it and then select lines. So that way at the ends right here, the two curves, the original curve and the copy curve, will be connected by lines. And that's what we want. So we can hit enter. Now these line connectors, we do want to be vertical. So we'll select each of those and do make vertical. Great. And let me just move this around a little bit. Make it look a little bit better. Okay, so we've got to set some of the dimensions. From here to the center axis, it looks like it's going to be 14 divided by 2. I'll just show that in the picture. Because the diameter of this circle is 14, so from the center, from this axis out to here is 7. So 14 divided by 2. And then from here to the axis is 45 divided by 2. And you can see that from the outer circle, the diameter of that outer circle is 45. So if you go from the center to the outside of that circle, it's going to be half of that. Okay, and as long as we're here, there's one more thing, which is it's 100 degrees from this line to the opposite line on the other side. Now the thing is, we don't really have the line on the opposite side, so what I was thinking is maybe just take this axis, which we already have as a reference, and then the angle from that axis to the line will be 50 degrees. So half of 100, so 50 degrees. Let's go ahead and put that dimension in. Let me make sure I'm not... Okay, there we go. So from here to here, 50. Okay, great, fully defined. So now we can take that region and revolve it about this axis. So I'm going to try doing the S key. I've added the revolve boss base to the S key within a sketch. Remember, you can always do that by searching for the command and hit the little plus. So revolve boss base, and then we're going to rotate about this axis. Can hit enter and Control 7, and it looks like we have our part. So let's go ahead and check. 9603. 9603. All right, well, I hope this video was helpful. If you're looking for something a little bit more professional, look for a YouTube channel called Design With Roozbe. He does an awesome job breaking down each practice problem. Anyway, take care and keep studying.